All right, ladies and gentlemen, we that was some of the linebackers we've been looking into. There's a lot more. Stay tuned on Tuesday when we finish this up, covering our secondary corners and safeties. We'll see who's coming back. But we have to move on. We appreciate y'all being here with us, getting close to the end. But there's one segment that our dear friend Scott always seems to show up for, and maybe it's because he has a couple gripes with it. Whatever it is, he's still here. He wants to see it. We got to talk about our mascot madness update. Yeah, buddy. Mascot Madness Challenge number 2 is underway. The first round is done. Now this is the second round of games, Alex. I didn't get any calls to do any coin flips, so
we're gonna need it. We're gonna need
it. Okay, all right. Let me get the cord ready. Let's go.
We got 2 tiebreakers this week, so
let's go.
Here, all right. So actually, the coin is for the first one here.
Okay, let me get one. Hold on. Alrighty. Here we go.
All right. So the Hokie Bird and the Cardinal Bird, Virginia Tech and Louisville, tied at 4 apiece. So heads is Hokie, tails is the Cardinal.
All right, here we go. Heads.
All right, so the Hokie Bird moves on. All right, and in the other matchup for that top section of that bracket, Rock the Panther against Monty Monty and the Aztec Warrior. Monty won 6-3.
Say it again. I just read the message.
Yeah, Monty beat Rock 6-3. So Monty is on to play the Hokie Bird. That one goes.
Yeah.
In the Big 12 section of the bracket, the Mountaineer face off against Bruiser of Baylor. The Mountaineer won 6-3. Mountaineers moving on.
Let's go.
And who will they face between Raider Red of Texas Tech and Ace the Warhawk of ULM? It is a 5-4. Ace moves on. So it's Ace versus the Sunbelt versus Big 12 in the Big 12 bracket. It is what it is. Moving to the Big 10 section of the bracket. There's only one Big 10 team left. And did they get through? It's Herky versus Howell of Arkansas State. With 8 votes. Herky won 5-3. Herky's moving on. And the other side of that one, Benny the Beaver of Oregon State against Alfie and Wolfie Jr. of Nevada. With 7 votes. Benny's moving on 4-3, so it's Herky and Benny. Iowa versus Oregon State. I'm excited to see how that one goes.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely excited.
In the Pac-12 section of the bracket, Dubs and Harry the Husky of Washington going up against Trojan and Traveler of USC with 8 votes. Trojan wins 6-2. Trojan's moving on.
Yep.
And this is where we need the coin. So, Joe and Josephine.
Hold up. Let me address this real quick. You see this? Scott, one side, 2 sides. Not double-sided. I'm using the right one. Let's go. We're not voting for you guys because then it would be double-sided.
Yeah. So, Joe and Josephine Bruin of UCLA is tied at 4 apiece with Big Blue of Utah State. So heads is the Bruins, tails is Big Blue.
All right, here we go. Heads.
This is just proving Scott's theory here.
It's heads, Scott. Come on.
Although I'm kind of happy it happened that way because in the next round, it's the Battle of LA. Trojan and Traveler against Joe and Josephine Bruin.
Yes, I love that.
I love that.
Oh, yeah.
All right, moving up to the SEC section of the bracket. Revi, however you say the name, and Bully. I don't got to worry about saying that name anymore because Bully won 7-3. Bully, the Bulldog, is moving on for Mississippi State. And in the other section of the SEC bracket, the Rebel Black Bear of Ole Miss going up against the non-SEC Billy the Warrior of Hawaii.
Yes.
Billy won 6-3. Billy moving on. Yeah. Billy 6-3 moving on. Hawaii versus Mississippi State in the Sweet 16.
Ooh.
You love to see it.
Oh yeah. Is this our upset? Is this our Cinderella?
This might be our Testudo.
Yes.
All right, moving to the next section of the bracket here. We have Captain Kane of, I believe, Tulsa versus Jonathan the Husky of UConn. I'm not going to have to remember where Captain Kane's from anymore because Jonathan the Husky won 6-3. UConn is moving on. Similar to the March Madness bracket, UConn just keeps winning. They're moving on.
Yep.
The next section of that bracket, Petey, the Pirate of East Carolina, goes up against Flash of Kent State. Petey won it in the landslide 7-1. Petey is moving on to face Jonathan. So UConn against ECU.
Oh man. Oh, I like that matchup.
I do like that one too. That one's going to be a lot of fun. The next part of the bracket here, we have Owlsy, the burrowing owl of FAU against Blaze, the Dragon of UAB. Similar to how it would go in an actual battle, the Dragon beats the Owl. Blaze is moving on with a score of 5-4. The other matchup, Seymour DeCampus of Southern Mississippi, is up against Zippy of Akron. And it went a lot like people would expect. Seymour beat Zippy 6-3. Seymour's moving on. Blaze the Dragon and Seymour DeCampus in the Sweet 16. And in the MAC section of the bracket, we had Victor E. Bull of Buffalo going up against Charlie Cardinal of Ball State. And the Bull beat the Cardinal. Victor's moving on. 6-3 was the score there. So Victor E. Bull is Sweet 16 bound. And the Battle of Michigan, Swoop of Eastern Michigan against Buster Bronco of Western Michigan with 8 total votes. Buster's moving on with a score of 5-3. So it's Buster Bronco against Victor E. Bull to see the MAC.
Oh, I love that.
We are
MAC
Sweet 16 bound, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, buddy. Love that action. Let's get it. Scott, I'm going to address this. We don't see the coin when Sean flips it. And you don't need to see the coin, all right? We're doing this stuff fair. Just because your team got ousted in the very first round, in the very first tournament, don't take it out of everybody else. All right, Scott? Come on, man. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, those are your second round matchups going into now the Sweet 16 of the Mascot Madness Challenge. Again, we appreciate you guys diving in. And with some of these matchups that are coming up, especially USC, UCLA.
A lot of fun.
Exactly. So we're going to start seeing, man, like a lot more attention narrowed down to a lot of these other teams. Again, this is for Scott and everybody else. If your team lost early, we will be doing another one where your team might be able to get in there. If they lose again, that's not on us.
Yeah.
That's on you. You didn't get your people to vote.
Next bracket will be the teams that didn't make it out of the first round in this bracket and the last bracket. So we'll mash them together, make one last bracket, see who the biggest loser is, and we'll go from there.
Yes. And maybe, Scott, you'll get the prize for the biggest loser for Missouri. I don't know. But look, we're trying, Scott. We're trying, man. But look, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys being here with us. We're almost at an hour. A week from today, we will be getting off the show, getting ready to turn on TVs left, right, and center, watching multiple games. And I, for one, can barely contain my excitement.
Yeah. I'm right there with you, man. I cannot wait.
You two are the Mascot Mafia.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I'll take that nickname.
I'll take that. Exactly. I'll definitely take that. Let's go.